Emma followed as Maddy ran to the living room. Jesus, what happened? Maddy crouched next to Caleb, her stomach dropping at the sight of blood pouring from his foot. Shards of glass surrounded him, liquid droplets of milk clinging to the pieces, a larger white puddle pooling on the wooden floor. She grabbed a wadded-up napkin to staunch the blood, crouching awkwardly to avoid cutting her knees. Gracie's mouth trembled. I just got up, that's all, and I knocked over his milk glass. He got mad and screamed, then he stood up and kicked the glass and it broke. He stepped on it. It wasn't my fault. It's okay, Gracie. Blood soaked through the napkin, dissolving the paper as she exerted pressure. Emma, get me a damp towel. This was preventable, Ben would say. This is why we have plastic glasses. Make it stop, Mommy. Tears cut through the dirt on Caleb's cheeks. She pressed harder. Gracie mopped the spilled milk with a dirty t-shirt from her backpack. Here. Emma held out a dripping kitchen towel. You need to wring it out, Emma. Never mind, just get a clean one. Emma stomped out with Gracie in her wake. Wet cloth slapped in the sink. Give this to Mom. Emma's voice from the kitchen was extra loud. Using the hem of her black cotton skirt, Maddy covered the napkin. Gracie returned with a new towel. Emma watched from the doorway, twirling the bottom of her long brown braid. Maddy peeled away her skirt and replaced it with the towel, Caleb whimpering. Do I have to go to the doctor? He squinted as he peeked under the towel. It doesn't look too deep, but it has to be cleaned, she said. I don't think we need a doctor. Maddy's pulse calmed. She stopped rushing ahead in her mind. Wrapping Caleb's foot safely enough to hold in the bleeding until they got to the emergency room, packing the kids in the car, calling Ben. She looked again, making sure her decision was based on wisdom and not wishful thinking. It wasn't gaping. The bleeding had slowed. He tried to pull his foot away. No cleaning, it'll hurt. Emma squatted next to them. You let Mom wash out the cut, and I'll play Monopoly. Caleb's smile came through like a sun shower. That's sweet, honey. Maddy should appreciate Emma's goodness and stop losing patience with her sulks and eye-rolling. Thank you. Can I play? Gracie asked. No, said Caleb. Just me and Emma. Gracie's lip quivered at her brother's words, leaving Maddy torn between soothing and yelling stop it, especially when she saw Gracie make the tiny sign of the cross she'd picked up from Grandma Frances, Ben's mother, a woman given to reflexive ritual blessings. Gracie's gesture unsettled Maddy. Next thing she knew, her daughter would be genuflecting at Our Lady of the Virgins. Buying her a Jewish star or a Unitarian flaming chalice before Grandma Frances hung a crucifix over Gracie's bed went on her to-do list. Mixed marriage only went so far. Monopoly is better with more people, Caleb. Pregnant women should be required to take classes in referee and negotiation skills along with breathing and panting lessons. No, I only want to play with Emma. Gracie pulled at her camp-grimy toes. How about you and I make chocolate sauce while they play? Maddy suggested. We could have hot fudge sundaes for supper. Ice cream for supper? Gracie raised her chin off her knees. Why not? She pushed back her daughter's sweaty black curls, the only visible part of Maddy that Gracie had inherited. The kids divided their parents' parts and shared few. Skinny Caleb had Ben's thick brown hair, Maddy's long lashes and narrow shoulders. Poor Gracie, like Ben, would have to fight a tendency toward getting thick in the middle. Emma, wiry like Maddy, had her father's sharp cheekbones. Emma rolled her eyes. Healthy, Mom. Shut up, Emma, Caleb said. You shut up, or I won't play with you. I'll play, Gracie said. No, Emma picked me. Wash my cut, Mommy. A child leaned on either shoulder. With feet propped on the coffee table, Maddy drifted in and out of sleep. Dirty bowls decorated with blobs of hardened fudge littered the room. After cresting to a quick high of giggles over supper, they'd slumped into queasy sugar comas.